Flight crew, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to another flight. Welcome to another stream. I'm your host, I'm your captain, Phoenix Black Knight. Welcome aboard, everybody. Great, I hope it's great news, you guys. One, we're flying again. We had Wednesday off. Welcome back, it's Thursday. Ready to fly, had a nice day off. Hope you guys had a nice day off as well. And it treated you well, and I'm glad that you're here. Microsoft Flight Simulator did an update, flight crew. I just got the update. I don't know if it just came out today or when it was, but my Xbox just updated the Aircraft 319, the Aircraft 320, and the Aircraft 321. Looks like I read some of it. Looks like they updated the tablet. They added 2 tablets to the iPad. To the cockpit. It looks like I'll show you guys here in a second. I know it's dark right now. Actually, let's go ahead and I don't even know how to. So look at the new tablet, you guys. There we go. This is the new tablet the Microsoft Flight Simulator just came out with. So I don't know if you guys go look at the previous videos of the tablet we interfaced with. Definitely didn't look like this. So sorry for the slow start. I was trying to play around with it, make sure everything worked before we went to the stream, because literally my Xbox just updated before we went to go live. So that's for the so sorry for the late start, but there we go. New tablet. Did some other things as well. Come over here on this side. They have a tablet over here as well, flight crew. There you go. Can you see it? Here's a tablet. I've tried to play with it. It's not interactive. Only this one is over here. Only this one is active as well. So let's go ahead and play around with it. Look, you got your ground speed, you got your engine power, you got your altitude that you're sitting at right now, you got your load flight, you got your, looks like you got your climb, your takeoff, you descend. Everything we had last time. Let's go ahead and hit the home button. I went through it real quick. Here's our settings. This is where we got the cold to dark to shut down the plane. This is our GPU. There's our APU, just like all the other ones. Just kind of laid out a little bit different. Hit the home screen. Oh, it's getting closer. That's the bug. You got to get that home screen to go green. There it is. Oh, I had it. There it is. Green. All right, home. Oh. Maybe not. There we go. Home. All right. Ramp manager. This is where we do the baggage and everything like that. So this is where we connect our AP. So this is the air conditioner unit. This is the cones. No, excuse me. That's the air conditioner unit. That's the cones. This is the ground power unit. This is the jetway. This is the jetway, you guys, right there. Can you guys see that? Zoom in. This is the jetway. That's considered the jetway. Does that not look like a plane descending, flight crew? Does that not look like a plane descending? It does to me. Anyway, that's your jetway. Those are your stairs if you want it. This is your main cabin door. These are your lights. These are your animated passengers. These are your stairs as well for the back of the plane. This is going to be your loader. This is going to be your back door. That is actually going to be your catering services right there. This is going to be your door as well for your loading door. And this is actually going to be your loader. And I'll show you everything when we get outside and show you. But what do you think about the update, you guys? And this is updated as well. You actually will see when we turn the ground power on how it looks. It's actually pretty cool, flight crew. It's really, really cool. But before we do anything, we got to get the roll call out of the way. We're going to bring that back. I did like the roll call. We did a couple calls without it, but I like it. So let's bring it back. So let's start off over here. We'll start with SAS Partaking. SAS Partaking. Welcome aboard. Keenan Paul, welcome aboard. Are you not entertained? Welcome aboard. Master Jedi Skywalker, welcome aboard. Headshot Man 15, welcome aboard. Ramster, welcome aboard. Renee, welcome aboard. Mobbin, welcome aboard. Simulating Pick, welcome aboard. Irene, welcome aboard. Timothy, welcome aboard. Marco, welcome aboard. Ryan, welcome aboard. Allison, welcome aboard. Tim, welcome aboard. Roger Put One, welcome aboard. Callie Banks Thomas, welcome aboard. Thomas. There's another Thomas. Thomas Droy, welcome aboard. Colin, welcome aboard. Joanne Luce, welcome aboard. Alan, welcome aboard. Dennis, welcome aboard. Agasha 232, welcome aboard. Michael, welcome aboard. I'm right, you're on. Welcome back. Leonard, welcome aboard. Nilsson, welcome aboard. And Honorable, welcome aboard, everybody. Welcome. All right, we got roll call out of the way, flight crew. Let's go ahead and turn on our GPU, our ground power unit, so you guys can see what we're talking about here. So let's go ahead and hit our home service. I wonder why they have one right here and right here. That's interesting. So let's hit home right there. Let's go to our settings. Here is our on GPU unit. So let's go ahead and hit GPU, which is the ground power unit. It's going to pull everything up right now. Oh, we forgot to turn the AI. We forgot to turn off AI Copilot. He's getting our clearance right now. Whoops. Alright, let's just go get it. Declaring us to Pittsburgh Airport. Let me get this set in. Get our frequency real quick. Hang on. Sorry, flight crew. Should turn the AI off. It's okay. Departure frequency 12535. 12535 flight crew is our departure frequency. 12535. There we go. 125.350 is our departure frequency, and they want us up at 11,000 feet, and I put that in the managed position. But as of now, let's go ahead and turn on our dome light. Where are you at, dome light? So we can see what we're doing. So we just turned on our GPU from the tablet, flight crew, so that's exactly what we did. All right, now there was a question that somebody asked me how to turn on the tablet. I was going to tell you how to turn on the tablet, but they just did the update, obviously, so there's no need. It should automatically turn on. All my tablets beforehand automatically turned on, but if they did not, this is how you turn your tablet on and off. If you did not do the update, it was just this button right here. On the old ones, you would hit that button, the screen would go black. You hit this button again, the screen would turn on. And like I said, that was on the old tablets before Microsoft just came out with this new update. So I hope that helped you, the person that left the comment. That was how you turned on the tablet and turned it off, the interface with it. So I hope that worked. Flight crew, can you see this right here? Heading not on, map not available. That's because we only have the GPU now. It didn't do that before. Once we turn on our AP unit, this will actually work, and our map will turn on, our flight plan will turn on, and everything like that. So that's actually pretty cool that they added that feature as well, that the GP unit does turn everything on, but you don't need the AP unit running. So that's pretty cool. So let's go on over here. Let's go get our plane ready for passengers. So now we got the ground power unit running. Let's go ahead and hit the no smoking sign. Let's hit the fasten the seatbelt sign. Nav light, logo lights, and beacon light. Let's go ahead and hit that on for now. And let's go over our flight briefing, flight crew. Okay, we got that sitting there. Got sim brief pulled up here. As always, flight crew, we are Delta 6242. We're actually staying in. We actually had a different plane we were going to fly today, but since they did the update and everything, I wanted to stay in the 319. So we're actually in the 319 still. We're the Delta lever right there. Look at that. Nice looking, right? All right, bring it back in. So we're Delta 6242. We're in Milwaukee, like I mentioned. We're going into Pittsburgh today, flight crew. Going into Pittsburgh. Alternate airport, if need be. Flight crew is going to be Dallas-Fort Worth. Dallas-Fort Worth. No, it's not Dallas-Fort Worth. Why would they say Dallas-Fort Worth? The alternate airport is going to be KDTW, which is Detroit. I believe that's Detroit, right? Maybe not. Anyway, we're skipping on to that. We're Airbus 319, like I mentioned, July 27th. Departure times 4:37 in the morning, flight crew. Arrival times 6:07. Flight time they gave us on SimBrief was only an hour and 2 minutes. Block time they gave us is an hour and 30 minutes to finish the flight. Altitude we're going up with 29,000 feet. Cost index is going to be 9. Distance we're flying today is 412 nautical miles. Wind right now is at 25 knots. Passengers on today's plane is 108 passengers on board today, flight crew. Bulk fuel for today's flight is 14,014 pounds. Cargo 5,940 pounds, and our total payload 24,840 pounds. Right now we're in Milwaukee. When we go wheels up, we're going to be going off of runway 07 right with a transition of DCT and squawk. I don't even know how to say that. I'm going to spell it. S as in Sam, Q, UIB. That is our transition out of Milwaukee. When we go down into Pittsburgh, we're going to be wheels down on runway 32. That is going to be an ILS runway, so that's going to be a localizer, so hopefully that turns on. With the transition of Jesse is our transition down into Pittsburgh. Weather right now, sitting down on the ground in Milwaukee, we're looking at 83 degrees, and we are looking at mostly sunny skies right now for the rest of the day. Pittsburgh, when we go down into Pittsburgh, the high in Pittsburgh is supposed to be 86 with partly sunny. Going into Pittsburgh. All right, flight crew, you guys have been briefed. I've been briefed as well. Showed you the updates. Look at the updates. That's pretty cool that they did all that. That's pretty cool. So now that we got the ground power unit on, the plane's not fully turned on, which is telling us right now. Let's show you what it looks like really fully turned on. So let's go back to our tablet. Let's hit our APU on now. So let's go ahead and click that, and then go ahead and look at that. See, now our warnings are all off. There's our flight plan. There's our indicator. There's our flight display. Look at that. Everything's turned on. The fan just turned off because the APU's turning on now. You're going to hear the fan kick on here in a second. Right there. There's our beep. Perfect. Slide over here to the middle. And then let's go ahead and turn on our APU bleed. APU bleed's turned on. The APU is going to be available. There it is. We do got the fasten seatbelt signs already. We do have this illuminated up top. Beacon sign comes on at this time. APU turned it off. Every time you turn on the ground power unit to the APU, beacon light turns off automatically, so we had to turn it back on. Bright panel to the left, right display to the left. Let's get these bright so we can see what we're doing. All right, there's that one, and then there's that. Let me show you guys the jetway like I mentioned with the new tablet. So let's go over here and hit interface tablet. Let's hit this home button right here. Let's go back. Let's go to the plane manager. Let's turn on our passenger lights so they can see what's going on. Main cabin, there we go. Cabin lights are on. Let's go ahead and show you the jetway. So it's on this side of the plane. So this is going to be your main cabin door. So let's hit that. That's green. And this descending plane is supposed to be the jetway. There we go. There's the jetway. JD, hold right in. What's up, JD? So there's our jetway. Let's go ahead and illuminate and activate our passengers already. So let's just get them already done, out of sight, out of mind. Green, perfect. And let's go ahead and make sure our ground power unit is still on. So there's our ground power unit. Let's get our cones around because we are boarding the plane. That is cones, and here is the air conditioner. That is the ground AC. So let's hit that as well. Let's go outside so you guys can see. There's our ground. There's our AC unit right there. Pan over here, and there is our ground power unit. Okay, let's get our ATC back on the line, and let's go to ground services. Before we do that, actually, let's finish setting up our plane real quick, flight crew. That way we can plane watch. Alright, so we just, displays, we just made that bright. We're just making this bright as well by doing this. Perfect. Let's slide over here to the middle console. Let's do one floodlight, one notch. Perfect. Let's go ahead and illuminate this middle console here. Let's slide our view up. Train comes on. Flight directory comes on at this time. Slide over, you guys can see what I'm doing. We're going to keep everything in the managed position, so speed in the managed position. Heading we'll keep in the managed position because we already entered in our flight plan, and we already got our altitude from our tower. We're going up to 11,000 feet. We got that climbing in the managed position as well. F&C, let's go ahead and get that bright. Here we go. Get this one as well. All right, that's all bright. Plane set up the way we're liking, everything interfaced the way we like. You guys, no reason to abort. So let's jump outside the plane and show you the... Oh, maybe I was going to show you the ground crew. Yeah, just stay right there. HC's on the line. Let's go to catering services and get that going. Catering truck's on its way. Now let's go ahead and do the baggage services. Baggage services on the way, flight crew. There he is right there. Let's do some plane spotting. I don't see anybody. I don't see a lot of planes right now. Nothing happening. And nothing at all, flight crew. Oh, flight crew, let me go inside so you can hear me. I did turn down the air traffic a little bit so we don't lose ATC. I think that was one of our problems. We just had so much going on, it got overloaded. So we always lose it. Even when I'm not streaming, I would lose it. But when I turned down the air traffic, it stayed for the whole flight. So we're just gonna do this as an experiment today. See how it works. If we keep ATC live the whole way through, then it was just, we overloaded it with real live, real air time we got to pull back density. So now we know. This is what we're trying. So let's see if it's successful or not. Looks like baggage crew's having a little bit of a problem connecting. That's fine. We'll just go off of the catering service. As soon as catering service is done, we'll go ahead and get our taxi clearance. Yeah, not one plane. Not even one plane taxi. That's interesting. I did load static back on flight crew. So right here, we do got the Delta. That is one of the paywares that I bought a little bit ago. So I did reactivate that. The reason why I took it off because every time you loaded, you would load on top of a plane. So, but as of right now, it's been loading just fine. I haven't been any issues or anything like that. All right, catering services is done. Let's pan back over here. Let's go back inside the plane. Let's see where we're at here. We're gonna go ahead and get, since AI already went on accident and we already got our clearance, we don't need to do that. So we'll just go ahead and get everything ready for our pushback. So let's go ahead and get the ground power unit. Let's get that disconnected. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get the AC unit disconnected as well. Let's go ahead and shut our main cabin door. And then let's get the jetway disconnected. See you, JD. And then let's get the cones off. Cones off as well. There's JD. See you in Pittsburgh, JD. Only things we have on right now is we have the passenger lights on, and we actually have the passengers. Alright, so let's get the captain's seat right there. Let's do captain view, which is, we're just going to sit our chair up just a little bit right there. Okay, we are all set for pushback, I believe. APU bleed on, APU master on, tablets got that set. We have that set there. Flight display here, flight crew. We got that turned on there. Yeah, we're set. Let's go ahead and hit our ATC. Let's go ahead and request our pushback. Cones are off as well. Cones are gone. Perfect. Here comes our pushback. Let's go back home here. Let's go to our settings, because that's going to have our ready for taxi and ready for takeoff settings. So we'll leave that right there for now. Would it be worth it to see the here we go, there's pushback. Pushback has been connected. We're going to go ahead and release the parking brake. Oh, flight crew, forgot to mention, this is new too. Look at this. They have that big old diamond now. Not diamond, but triangle. They didn't have that before. So that's nice. It's going to help us. AI just told them that's the end of pushback. Let's go ahead and do the parking brake. Look up a ground crew. Ground crew's out from underneath the plane. Let's go ahead and put our engine mode from the normal position to the start position. And then let's go ahead and start engine 2. Engine 2 is at 12%, waiting for it to be at 20%, and then we can do engine 1. Engine 2 is at 20%, holding and available. Perfect. Started engine 1 already. Engine 1's at 6% and still coming out. AI just got our taxi to go to take off, so we should get our taxi ribbon. There it is. There's our taxi ribbon. Seems like they want us to the left. Engine 1's at 14%. It's good enough to check the flaps. Flaps down. Spoilers. Sprinkles up. Spoilers are up. Flaps are down. No, we do. Where's our wing lights? Wing lights. Flaps. Flaps. Perfect. Wing lights off. Bring our flaps all the way to 0%. The tablet's going to put them to where we need for takeoff and taxi. Spoilers, let's bring those armed ready for takeoff. Engine mode back to the normal position from the start position. Taxi brake, let's get that activated. Let's turn off the APU bleed, which will turn off the APU master, turns off the APU available. Thumbs up, salute to the ground crew. We're out of here. We're going to go ahead and turn off our dome light. Let's go back to the tablet. We're going to go ready for a taxi, which is right here. Hit that. Ready the taxi, turned on our nose lights, which is going to be our nose light went on to taxi. Runway lights came on as well. Landing lights still staying in the restricted position. And our strobe light is off. Perfect. Okay, let's go back to the tablet real quick. Let's hit home because we got to turn off the... There we go. We got to turn off the lights. Oh, not that one. Not that one, flight crew. This one right here. Turn that. We're going to turn off the lights for taxi. This one right here. Nose off. Beautiful. And then let's hit home again. And then this flight information, that will give us our ground speed right there in the bottom left corner. Let's go ahead and give the plane some power. Releasing the parking brake. Forward momentum. Turning plane. Looks like it wants to cut us straight through there, but we're not going to do that. Right through gates, right through the American. I mean the United little jet right there. No, let's go. Engine's at 30%. Let's see what our ground speed's at. It's working 7 miles per hour right now. With our engines at 37%. Let's bump up to 38, see what we get. 6. Lost speed. Crawling. Let's give it a little more power apparently. Engines are up to 40%. See what happens. A little more speed going. Okay. Maybe that was part of the update as well. Haven't even flown the new update, flight crew. We're flying this together. Hopefully, once again, I will say it with stress. My Xbox does not like updates. Like, we know this from past videos still up on YouTube. I've said multiple times. We had an update. It seems like they updated every day this week that we flew. They updated Monday, Tuesday. We didn't fly Wednesday. I flew the practice. There was no update. And then they gave us an update Thursday. Yeah, just go look at our Wednesday video. I said the same thing, right? Xbox does not. I mean, our Tuesday video. Tuesday, I was like, oh, they didn't update. Xbox does not like updates. Alright, we'll give Milwaukee, let's give it its Polaroid picture shot. As soon as we get straight here. Milwaukee. Alright, cool. Let's say goodbye. Alright, let's take it back inside. We got our drone camera ready for the takeoff so we can see the results of our product. Man, we are crawling. I wonder if that's new, man. I wonder if that is new for the update. Usually when we go 37 engine power, 37% to 38, you're going easily 20 miles per hour. The fact that we're at 37, we're what, 6 9. Yeah, they had to update that. I mean, I have to push this thing to 40. Usually 40 is what we go to take off with. We're like 40 engines at 40. Then we go. Huh. Also, flight crew, the lever we're rocking is the new package that we bought. Came with the package. I think it came with like 15 packages, like the Southwest one, the Lone Star one that we bought. Yeah, it's been on the market for a minute, but it's new to us, right? Had someone say something in the comments that's been out forever. I said, yes, we know, but we just bought it, so it's new to us. That's why we said the word new to us. So it comes with the internet, right? Comes with the internet. Oh, where is everybody? The ground must not like the settings that I have, flight crew. Like I said, I turned it down so we could keep the ATC live, but there was just too much. But now we don't even see any planes. I have the aircraft densities on 100%, but it's AI generated. It's not the real world. So with the AI generated at 100%, there's still nothing. All right, let's do our drone cam. Let's see the results of our product and on our takeoff. We'll have it right there. That works. This is us, flight crew. This is where we're going to stop short. Let's go ahead and hit the brakes a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put the engines in the neutral position. Let's go ahead and stop short on 7 right. AI is going to get our clearance for takeoff. There's our stop short. Parking brakes activated. Roger, tower Delta 6242, altimeter 29.90, cleared for takeoff. 7 right. Alright, they cleared us for takeoff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our tablet here. We're going to hit this home, light it up green. Then we're going to hit the home button. We're going to go ahead and hit our settings. And then let's go ahead and get ready for takeoff. There we go. Ready for takeoff. Did our lights. There's our strobe light flashing right there. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's get back. Let's get back home. Let's hit that home button right there. Let's go back to our flight plan so we can see what our takeoff is and everything, our ground speed. All right, let's go back up. Let's go ahead and hit navigational log and let's get our stopwatch going. Famous 2 seconds is always, flight crew. There it is. All right, giving the engine some power, releasing the parking brake. I'm gonna give it a little more power because we are crawling. All right, turning the engines down a little bit. Flight crew, prepare for takeoff. We're going to do, as always, rolling takeoff. Engines 50. Engines fired up and holding. Going up alive. Coming down the same way. Look to the right. Engines flat. Oh, flight crew, I told you it doesn't like. We can save this. We can save this. We can land upside down. I told you, flight crew. My Xbox does not like updates, but we can save this. So what we're going to do is just going to taxi off here, and we're going to do it again. We don't have to reset. It just needed to load real quick. We're okay. Oh, updates. I'm telling you, after it does an update, it takes 3 flights, 3 full flights to get my caches right, to get everything like back to where it was. So like that, since this is the first flight off of an update, that's exactly what happened. Did it last time too. Remember on Tuesday, that flight after an update did the same thing to us. It made us do a front flip. So I don't know if anybody else does anybody else have that on your Xbox S? Does anybody else have that problem, flight crew? Someone please tell me I'm not the only person that has that problem after an update. I can't be the only person. Alright, give the engines a little bit more power. This taxi a little bit faster. I'm hitting our home screen, I'm getting our settings, ready for taxi. Oh, that puts on the brakes too. I had to deactivate the brakes. Good to know. Hitting ready for taxi puts on the brakes, flight crew. Now we know. That turned our outside lights on. It did. It turned on the interior lights. I mean, that did turn off our strobe light and everything. Okay. Let's do it again. Let's go again. We don't need to stop to get clearance. We already got clearance through AI already, so they already think we're just sitting there waiting. Good thing about having a automated. They don't even know we tried yet. Alright, I'm slowing the plane down a little bit. Pull our engine power back a little bit as well. Back it down to 37%. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to just keep turning. Make it slow a little bit. And we got to get ready for takeoff. As soon as I hit my cursor, it's going to lock us in. I'm going to try slowing us down a little bit. Actually, let's do a... Like we're not going to do a rolling takeoff. We are going to do a stop and go takeoff. Let's get straight. Engines to neutral. Manually stop the plane. Let's go ahead and activate the parking brake. There's a lot of stuff we got to do. Alright, come over here to the tablet. Ready for takeoff. Hit that. Make sure it worked. It did. Perfect. Let's go back home. I hit here. Alright, come back up here. Come back up here. Reset. Oh, here, reset. Start again. There we go. Okay. Engines to 40. Engines are holding. Releasing parking brake. Forward momentum. Let's bump them up to 50. We're at 50, holding. Flight crew. Let's do it again. Going up a lap, coming down the same way. Look to the right. Engines flex. Oh, there's that black line again. It's gonna do it again. I saw it again, flight crew. That is just insane. That is... Why? Let's do this. We gotta run out of fuel. Flight crew. This is ridiculous. I know exactly where that part is. We're gonna miss that part. That black line gets us so far 2 times. So let's miss that part, and we'll just start our takeoff from that line. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, let's come up here. That is crazy. 2 times? It didn't do that to us last time. This is new. The 2 times is new. Right there, flight crew. Turn it. We're gonna go toga, flight crew. We're not gonna do flex because we're shortening the runway and it's already a short runway. So we are going toga, which is full throttle. Right. There, Toga, let's go. Full throttle. There's that black line again. Okay, we passed. Oh, I thought we passed it. We're up still. Let's take it. Let's take it. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Let's go, let's go. Oh, this is going to be flight crew. This is going to be close. Flight crew. Hang in there. Hang in there. I'm pulling. B1. Rotating. Let's go. 15 degrees. The positive climb. Let's go gears up. Right. We got off the ground, flight crew. Off the ground. Still my plane. Let's dip the nose a little bit, gain more speed. There we go. Dip the nose a little more. Get back on flight plan. Let's put it in the climb position, look to the right. Ooh. There's climb. Dip the nose a little bit. Alright, flight crew, we're at 3,000 feet. Get ready to transfer to the autopilot. Autopilot, transfer to the autopilot. Autopilot is engaged. Spoilers. Disarm. Flaps, let's go. Where are we at? First off. We'll go clean flaps so we can get around this turn. Actually, we gotta go flaps clean now. Auto speed saying we gotta go. Usually when you have the flaps down, it stops at 210. Flaps did not stop. It's going automatically up to 250. Okay, good to know, flight crew. That was an update as well. Automatically up to 250 knots. Now we know. With flaps 1, usually it stops at 210 automatically with command with the flaps. Now we know. Passing 5,000 feet. Looks like we're climbing about 3,000 feet per minute. Let's see the results of our product. Here's our takeoff. Let's go ahead and turn the dome lights off back there. Don't need those on anymore. That's going to be here. And then hit that one time. There you go. Turned off. Go back to our home page and then go to our flight. That did not do anything. That's not doing anything. Ground speed right now says we're at 287 knots. Looks like we're climbing at 8,000 feet right now, using 87% power of our engines. Passing 8,000 feet there. It says we are 8,000. This says we're at 8,500 feet altitude. There. 8,000. Yeah, 8,900 feet. And this says 8,600 feet. 9,000. Interesting. Oh, flight crew. Interesting flight crew. Coming up at 9,500 feet. Let's ring the seatbelt sign one time. Flight crews prepared, getting ready to start services now. We can get them. There's 10,000 feet. Lights come off. Landing lights go to the off position. Nose light goes to the off position. Strobe light stays on. Beacon light stays on. And our nav and logo light stays on. Wing lights was never on. Now that we're above 10,000 feet, we're in free climb, which means our speed's going to go up to 320 knots. And we're coming up to 11,000 feet. See what they want us to climb up to next. Let's get our nautical range 10. Let's get it up to 20. Informational map, leave it on ARC. Roger, Tower. Delta 6242, climb and maintain flight level 23,000 feet. Going up to 23,000 feet, just passing 300 knots, flight crew. flight crew, I want to go on the record right now, okay? I want to go on the record right now. You guys just saw the takeoff, right? The takeoff 2 times. That was hard. 2 times they did that. I don't want to be held for what happens on the landing. And we get it out there at 12,000 feet, coming up to 13,000 feet. Flight crew, we had a talk. We already know going forward, this may not be the best landing because of just going off of what we just did on the takeoff. I just want to throw that out there. Now, just because, all right? We're all on the same page there. It's hard, that was a rough takeoff, both times. So we don't know what the landing has to bring for us. So we'll just leave it at that. Coming up to 14,500 feet. 14,500 feet. Still climbing up to 23,000. Just reached 320 knots. Climbing speed is 2,700 feet per minute right now. And our ground speed, according to our tablet, is 411 ground speed. 412 miles per hour. Let's see what else this thing has. Let's see, flight crew. Like I said, it says we're at 413 miles per hour. There's our altitude, which does not sync up to that. 16,000 feet. This says we're at 15,000 feet. So very interesting. Using 87% of our power, of our engine power. Let's see what else we got, flight crew, for you. Charts. Here's some charts. Airports. Does this work? Search. Airport. Okay. Let's see, LA. Let's enter. Nothing. Let's hit search. Nothing. Too bad. That's too bad. Departures. Nothing. Well, that's cool they have that. It doesn't do anything for us. Approaches. Look at that. We had a gaming computer. Oh, that would be awesome. I bet people right now are just loving it. Who have gaming computers right now. Just loving this new update. Sim-brief flight plan? Yeah, that's not going to be us. Navigational map settings. Start that thing. Reason that interesting. Use the code below. Huh. Interesting. There's our checklist. Before, after, before takeoff, after takeoff, gears, we got flaps, we got that. Tax, yep. And then we want to touch this as we do approach. We'll do our briefing approach, seat belts, all that. Let's hit the home button. Weather. Let's see what weather works on this flight crew. Celsius says we're at -10 Fahrenheit. Looks like we're at 12 Fahrenheit. 11 degrees. It's pretty cold. Wind is at 18 knots. Let's see what that says over here. That says wind's at 19 knots. This says 19 knots. Okay, so at least the wind's matching up. West. What's that? That does. Huh. Well, flight crew, there you go. We got our winds. Looks like we got our weather. We got our checklist. Charts. Looks like you have to go do something for that. Maybe I'll have to check that out later. We got the weather. We got the RAM manager. Assistance. Perfect, flight crew. That's a pretty cool update. Let's go back to our flight status. Looks like we're hitting 465 miles per hour. Tablet says we're at 22,000 feet. Our actual flight display says we're at 21,000. Yeah. We're at 21,000 feet already, flight crew. Let's get our altimeter. We got to put that on the standard position. Let's turn our train off. Let's go. Look at that sun. Look at that sunrise, you guys. Sorry, it took us away from it. Look at the sunrise. There we go. Roger Tower. Climb and maintain flight level 29,000 feet, Delta 6242. Climbing up to 29,000 feet, I went ahead and put 29 feet and I hit it in the manage position. So we'll manage our climb up. Look at that lake. Look at that lake. Flying right over it, flight crew. Look at that. Lake Michigan, right? Is that Lake Michigan? I am not 100% sure. Coming up on 26,000 feet, flight crew. Looks like we're climbing about 1,300 feet per minute. Looks like we're at that Airbus slow climb up. Remember that we talked about? The slow climb. We are hitting the slow climb. Flight can come up at 29,000 feet. That's actually going to be our cruising altitude. So let's go ahead and check out our flight plan. I think we're pretty much a straight shot down. Yeah, we are. So we can go ahead and take the fasten seatbelt sign off now. So let's go ahead and take that off. Let's go ahead and make the call. Ladies and gentlemen, you're now free to move about the cabin. If you don't have to move about the cabin, we do ask you to remain in your seat with your seatbelt fastened, just in case we hit unexpected turbulence. Alright, flight crew, we made the call. We're at cruising altitude. Let's go ahead and go over our cruising altitude briefing. Let me get it pulled up. If you just jumped on the stream, wow. If you just jumped on the stream, you just jumped on board. Welcome aboard. I'm Phoenix Black Knight. I'm the captain. I am your host for today's stream and flight. We just got up to cruising altitude. We're going to go over our cruising altitude briefing. Welcome aboard. This is Delta. Our call sign is Delta 6242 for everybody who just jumped on board. We just took off out of Milwaukee. We're going into Pittsburgh. We're in aircraft 319, Delta 319 lever. There it is right there. Departure time on today's flight was 4:37 in the morning. Arrival time 6:07. Hour and 2 minutes is what SimBrief gave us to finish the flight. Block time is an hour and 30 minutes. Altitude is going to be 29,000 feet, which we're currently at right now. Passengers are free to move about the cabin. Distance we're flying is 412 nautical miles. Wind is going to be, SimBrief says around 25 knots right now. We looked, we're at, was not 19 right now, we're saying we're at 32. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. Passengers on today's flight, 108 passengers. Bulk fuels, 14,014 pounds. Cargo, 5,940 pounds. And payload, 24,840 pounds. Weather, when we took off out of Milwaukee, their high is going to be 83 degrees and mostly sunny. When we go down into Pittsburgh, their high today is going to be 86 with partly sunny as well, going down into Pittsburgh. All right, flight crew, that is it for the briefing. Takeoff, other than the front flips that we had to do twice, it's been a very smooth climb and very smooth takeoff. So we'll see what it does on descent. But other than the flips, you guys, I don't know. I'm serious. Microsoft updated on Monday. They updated on Tuesday. We didn't fly on Wednesday, and they do update on Thursday. They literally copied our schedule of when they do updates. They did not do an update on Wednesday, the day we did not fly. Hilarious. We don't fly on Friday. We're not flying on Saturday. Probably not going to do any updates. It's us, flight crew. We did it. But anyway, it was, yeah. But anyway, I'm out of here, flight crew. I'm going to go on mute. I'm going to hit the chat. Enjoy the sounds of ATC. Enjoy the sounds of the game. And enjoy that beautiful sunrise. And I will see you guys on descent. See you then. Roger, Cleveland Center, Delta 6242. We will continue as planned. Like I just saw the top of our descend, and now it disappeared. It was. That's why I was looking out. I'm gonna pull our speed back because that was the top of our descent, and we're gonna pull back to 250 knots because we're actually, yeah, we're gonna go 250 knots. 260 works actually. Let's drop it down to 260. Let's do that. Roger Tower. Descend and maintain flight level 21,000 feet, Delta 6242. Flight crew, there's our top of our descent. We're going down to 21,000 feet, still holding 260 knots. Perfect. 260 knots put us at 432 miles per hour on the ground. Let's see what happens when we hit this descent. Nothing. Engine's dropping down to 42, 41%. Let's go ahead and hit our terrain on at this time as well. Train's on. flight crew checking in. We still have active ATC right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but usually we would lose it about this time. So I think we found a solution to keep the ATC. Unfortunately, we're going to have to pull back the density of the airplanes, which we saw on the ground kind of took that away a little bit, but it does keep the ATC on the line. So right now we're at 24,000 feet, 24,100, still descending down to 21,000 feet, still holding 260 knots. As soon as we get to 21,000 feet, I'm going to pull our speed back a little bit more, to 250. So just drop it down by 10 knots, and then we'll hold that all the way down until we get to approach. All right, Black Crew coming down to 21,000 feet. I already went ahead and pulled our speed back to 250 knots, and we're going to hold that all the way down to approach, and we'll sit at 200. We'll sit at 21,000 feet until told otherwise what our next descent vector is. There's our partly cloudy coming up, going into pit. So we'll pay attention to that wind right now. Actually, let's pull up the tablet. That's what the tablet's for. Let's hit our home button and hit weather. Wind's at 16 knots. Right now, 16 knots. It is blowing from our tail to the nose, so it is blowing behind us, blowing to our front. Project Tower, descend to maintain flight level 13,000 feet, Delta 6242. Well, everything I said about the ATC flight crew going out the render, we just lost them. They're not saying anything unless we can bring them back online. Nope. I don't understand, guys. I thought that was it. Alright, so what that means is we got to keep this up. Keep it right there, keep it there. Just passing 20,000 feet, descending down to 13,000 feet, holding 250 knots. Let's go ahead and hit the fasten the seatbelt sign at this time. Alright, flight crew, trying to see what Cleveland Center says. Cleveland says we got to put our altimeter at 3004. So let's go ahead and do that. 3004. And they want us to continue as planned. We can do that. $13,500 feet, flight crew. There we go. I want to go ahead and pull our speed back again. I'm going to go 200 and just 200 knots now, and we're going to go flaps 1 because this is going to be our approach speed. Roger, tower. Descend and maintain flight level 4,000 feet, Delta 6242. They want us down to 4,000 feet. I'm dropping our speed down to 200 knots, and that will be flaps 1. Just waiting for our speed to go down a little bit, and then we'll drop the flaps. Right now we're at 220 knots. Just waiting to get around 210. And then we'll drop. There it is. Let's drop. Let's go flaps 1. At this time, let's go ahead and pull our lever back so we know it's already done, so we don't forget it. Just make sure they change our altimeter on us. They did not. Okay. We're getting passed off to Cleveland Center. They want us at 3003. 30.03. Okay. Coming up on 10,600 feet. That means we're going to be close to 10,500 feet. Let's light it up, flight crew. Landing lights, let's set this on the on position. Nose light goes to the takeoff position. Wing lights stay off. Strobe light stays on with our beacon light, and our nav logo light stays on as well. Just under 10,000 feet, just got to 9,900 feet. Still descending down, flight crew, to 4,000 feet. Flight crew to our right, that's the airport we're landing at. There is Pittsburgh International right there. We're going to go down and do that famous sharp U-turn and come back right there. That's going to be our landing right there. Nautical range, we're under 10,000 feet, so let's go ahead and put our nautical range from 20, let's bring it into 10. And right now we're passing 8,600 feet, still going down to 4,000 feet. coming down to 5,900 feet, still descending down to 4,000 feet. I believe right in front of us is downtown Pittsburgh. Don't quote me on that. There's those famous bridges, and I believe Gotham City. Isn't Gotham City based off of Pittsburgh and those Batmans? The Dark Knight and something like that. Right now it says oh, tower's talking to us. That's why I had to stop. Roger, tower. Delta 60 clear to approach. Maintain altitude and speed not above 210 knots. So right now it's our tablet says 66 degrees Fahrenheit in Pittsburgh right now. I wonder if that is accurate. Let me look that up and see what it is. I can't get an accurate time because this flight is based, at 6 in the morning. So, yeah, we'll just say that's accurate. 67 degrees at 6 o'clock in the morning in Pittsburgh. Sure, why not? Wind right now, flight cruise 12 knots. It's blowing from our nose to the tail. When we do this U-turn, it'll be blowing in front of us from our. Actually, we will be blowing from our nose to our tail. That's the way we want to land. Perfect. Right now, it's from our tail to the nose. "4,000 feet. Let's go ahead and get our localizer on. Localizer is activated, so we won't need PAPIs or visual. Like, where's the last time that we flew in it rained? Was it Calgary? When we flew into Calgary when it started raining right when we landed, is that the last place we flew into with rain? I think that is. We've been very lucky with live weather. We don't go into places where there hasn't been like a rainstorm, has there? I think Calgary literally was, and maybe Vancouver. I don't remember off the top of it. Maybe it rained a little bit in Vancouver. Other than that, we've been actually okay with weather. I am excited though for the winter flight crew. I'm really excited to see what the snow looks like on this game. That is going to be something to see. How is Microsoft Flight Simulator going to be with whiteouts on this, flying up to like Denver, Salt Lake City, all those places, right? How is that going to work? It's just, I'm really curious to see how winter works here. And fall as well. Alright, we're making our turn. We're 17 miles outside the wind. Let's pull our speed back. We're at 200 knots. We're going to go 190 and put it on flaps 2. 190's entered. Let's look down here. Let's go flaps 2. Flight crew winds up anywhere between 13 and 14 knots right now. Let's hold 190 until we get about, I would say about right here on the flight plan. We'll pull back to 180 and hold that all the way to our approach, at least to our glide slope. Alright, flight crew, we're going to pull our speed back. We'll go 180 and hold that 2 glide slope. There's 180 knots. Let's go full flaps. 3. Flight crew, we are 14 miles outside the runway, holding 180 knots, still at 4,000 feet. We are flaps 3. Like I said, flight crew, I want to reiterate what we talked about on our climb and our cruise. I don't want to be held responsible for what's going to happen on this landing. It took us 2 front flips to get our wheels off the ground on the takeoff. I don't know what the landing has to bring for us. We know our Xbox does not like updates. I mentioned that many times, so already called it way back in the video. It's already recorded. I said it, saying it again. Let's see how this landing goes. Takeoff was not promising. I'm gonna go ahead and hit approach. Get that activated, just wait for it to get engaged. $11 miles outside the runway. There's tower. Roger, tower, Delta 6242, clear to approach. Alright, they want us to clear to approach. Dropping our speed down to 135 knots. We're going to go flaps full. Glide slope has been engaged. Pulling our speed down to 135 knots. Let's see what our altimeter was. I keep closing that flight crew. Gotta leave that open because ATC is not live. Let's see, altimeter 30.01. There's our altimeter. Let's get that there. Never mind, I was having a flight crew. Still holding 135 knots. Last full. 1,700 feet from ground. Flight crew wind is at 16 knots. Still holding strong at 16. It's actually blowing from our left to the right, from our nose to the tail, so it's going to pull us to the right, as always. Cleared the land. Roger, Tower Delta 1642, cleared the land. Get our gears. Filter down. Let's get this right here for the reversers. Let's come back in. Let's get our spoilers on for landing. Spoilers up. Let's get auto brake. Let's put that on medium. That's what we need. And runway lights on. And did they give us an altimeter? Cleared the land. Pittsburgh did not give us an altimeter. We're rid of that. 1,000 feet. My plane. Flight crew. I'll see you on the ground. Remember, flight crew, our wind's blowing left to the right at 12 knots. It's going to force us to the right a little bit. Continue.
400.
Continue.
400. 300. 300. 200. 200. 100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. 3-hour drive.
Nose down. Nose down. Reversers. Don't front flip, don't front flip, don't front flip. It should be okay. Ooh. Flight crew, welcome down. Pittsburgh. Reversers stored. Auto brake out. Let's vacate. Hit this right here to the left. Beautiful, flight crew. We made it down. Let's stop short. Let's get permission to our gate. Slow the plane a little bit. Parking brake set. Let's clean everything up. Runway lights stay on. Landing lights go to the restricted position. Nose light, taxi. Strobe light off. Wing lights already off. APU bleed comes on, master, and the start. Perfect. Clean our flaps up 10% for taxi. And spoilers are up. Actually, let's disarm. And taxi brake. Flight directory's off, don't need that. Localizer can come off now as well. And let's get our, where we gotta go for our gate. There's our ground. And request taxi to, well, that's not it. We want the parking. We don't want parking. Going straight, flight crew. Let's go. Pittsburgh, here we are. Flight crew, I have to admit, I didn't realize Pittsburgh was so green. I have to say that. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I thought it was more like New York type of style, a little more buildings and everything. Didn't realize the suburbs were so green. I like it. Do I do? That's too bad let's go back inside. The AI generated planes are not all over the place like real world. We lost our ATC anyway, so next flight we do, we'll turn on real world flights because I really thought that would save the bandwidth and give us ATC all the way through, but we still lost it, so we'll add more planes next time. And don't forget, Flight Crew, we are off maybe until next week on Thursday. I'm moving this weekend, and I'm gonna see how fast I can get everything set up, but definitely not flying on Sunday, and we're definitely not flying on Monday. So hopefully I can get it up and rolling maybe Tuesday, but if not, we're looking Thursday for sure, probably next week. Hopefully, it looks like they want us right over. Why are they taking us? We're not going over there, Flight Crew. Actually, yeah, we are. There's gates over there. Because I thought there was. There's planes over there. Maybe there's not a gate. Let's go this way. Yeah, we hit taxi to aviation parking. We don't want aviation parking. We have passengers. We want a gate. Wait, airport, man. Pittsburgh. Where's your gates at? There's the gates. Like we found them. We weren't going to go to general aviation parking. We want to go to a gate. Also, Flight Crew, if you guys like that landing and like the flight and like the content, please hit that follow and hit that subscribe button. And then don't forget, we won't be live again. Oh man, let's just say Thursday. I'll probably get a pop-in flight, so hit that notification. But let's say for sure we're looking at Thursday of next week, so it's going to be a whole week Flight Crew until we're back live again. Is what it is. But at least my internet will be faster. I don't know if I told you, I'm supposed to get fiber optic internet. Right now I'm only on CenturyLink, so that's going to be nice. Maybe that takes away some of these glitches, some of this frames that's not loading fast enough. I'm hoping so, getting some faster internet. Alright, what we're going to do is we're just going to keep going straight, and then we'll make a right, come into those gates right there on our right hand side, and we'll call the flight. I don't know, Flight Crew, can you see that right there? These black lines? That means our graphics are not loaded. That makes us do a front flip on takeoff. Right there. It takes them a while to load up. Alright, let's make it right here. And we'll go straight in and we'll pick a gate. Let's just pick, no, we can just go straight in front of us. Actually, look at this. There's a crew sitting over there, probably waiting for somebody else. So we're gonna pretend that they're waiting for us. Yeah, this is you guys waiting for us the whole time, right? Yeah, here we come. We're coming in. Guys, yeah, they were just waiting for us. Sure. Yeah, here we come. Yep, you're waiting for us, right? Yes, you were. Yep. Flight Crew, we just pull on in like we know we belong here. Hold on, it ain't no problem. Let's pull over right there so the jetway can hopefully reach. JD can reach us. Parking brake set. Engine to the neutral position. Let's get that fasten the seatbelt sign off. Beacon light comes off. Nav light, logo light comes off. Taxi light goes off as well, and runway lights turn off. Flaps go clean to 0%. They are clean. Let's kill engine 1. Right on top of the road. Let's be fine. Alright, jump back in. Kill engine 2. Alright, let's jump back inside the plane. Let's hit our, actually, that's right, we have a tablet, sorry. See that? Used to it. Alright, let's hit the home button. Zoom in, you guys can see what I'm doing. We're going to go ahead and hit the services. Not yet. Won't let us do it yet. Come on, home screen. There it is. Let's go home. Right here. Let's go ahead and get jetway. Let's open the main cabin door. Let's turn on our lights for the passengers. Ground power unit's already on, so let's go ahead and get the cones on. Let's get the air conditioner on as well. I think baggage crew is oh, right here. Open that door. Catering services. Catering services on the way, and then let's do this. And of course, baggage services. Catering's on the way, and here comes baggage services. Woo. All right, flight crew. Let's brief the flight. Takeoff was not bad at all. Cruise wasn't bad. Descent and landing wasn't bad at all. Landing was forcing us to the right. We landed left of the runway, but we were overplaying for the crosswind. No turbulence. It was a very smooth flight overall. Flight crew, I appreciate it. It was yeah. I mean, nothing else to report. Very, very clean. Unfortunately, we do have to not fly until Thursday, but it is what it is. You guys are going to like the new spot. I'm going to like it. And once we get the new spot going, flight crew, we'll be able to get the camera going because we'll have faster internet. So we'll actually be live. We can do a meet and greet with your Captain Phoenix Black Knight finally once we get the internet up and running. So it's going to be great. So other than that, I'm going to log off. That's it for me. Once the plane goes to cold and dark, it will tell us our flight plan. Hopefully, Microsoft Flight will say what our total flight plan was. You guys saw the stopwatch. Stopwatch at hour and 19 minutes, but that was taxiing and everything like that. So, but we'll have to go off of it. But on that, that's it, you guys. I'll see you next week. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and follow and hit that alert. And when I do go live, just in case I do go live before Thursday, you guys will be known. But Phoenix Black Knight, I'm logging off. See you guys next week, and I'll see you later. Flight crew, I forgot to tell you what SimBrief said we were supposed to be at. SimBrief said the flight time we were supposed to beat is, where is that? Hour and 2 minutes. Hour and 2. So once again, we lost. We're getting our butts kicked. What is it, like 3 in a row? We have not beat our suspected time. Might have to speed up our speed a little bit. But anyway, all right, flight crew. Now I'm out of here. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. See you later.